Not all areas in Puerto Vallarta are good investment. Actually, there are some areas that will cost you money. So if you're planning to purchase a property in Puerto Vallarta, and most importantly as a foreigner, watch this video because here I will save you thousands of dollars with this beautiful information. I am Nancy Valiente, attorney, economist, and real estate broker with 12 years of experience. I have helped over 180 investors purchase property in Puerto Vallarta and Banderas Bay, and I can do the same for you. Before we talk about location, we need to understand something. A good investment in Puerto Vallarta is not only with the ocean view. There are three factors that you need to take into consideration when you want to see if it's a good investment or not. First, the rental demand. Second, the resale value. And third, the accessibility. With these three things, you will be able to find out if this is a good investment or not. I'm going to show you the best areas to invest in Puerto Vallarta and the worst ones, based on real rental demand, long-term appreciation, and also in resale value. Romantic Zone is one of the strongest rental demands in the entire bay. And also you find in this beautiful area a neighborhood that is full of colors, is vibrant, everything is walkable. You find around you restaurants, stores, and the most important thing is that the people is really friendly, you feel really welcome, and on top of it, it's very safe. You can walk here 1, 2 in the morning and everything is really safe. And remember something, you are paying premium here. It's very important to have here a good property management team so you can really manage in the good way your rental unit so you can be successful in that business model. Versalles is one of the hottest areas in Puerto Vallarta, and this is not by accident. This is a gastronomic corridor and you are not paying premium as the Romantic Zone, but this is called a growth pocket, which means that it's not saturated yet, but it's already validated. Talking about the Marina Vallarta, this area is more stable and more residential. Here you have the Yacht Club Marina, you have the golf course, surrounded by a lot of restaurants, and also you have very close the airport. This is not very strong in the short-term rental, but if you're looking for long-term rentals and people that comes and enjoy the lifestyle of Marina Vallarta, that will be the ideal people that comes to this area. So if you are thinking, more importantly, stability over speculation, this will be an ideal place. Nuevo Vallarta, also known as Nuevo Nayarit in the present. Well, in this area you will see larger developments, larger units, and you will see here that you will not have in the short-term rental business a big return of investment, but what you will see here is a potential for a long-term value appreciation. So this is what you can find in this beautiful area.
Now, talking about the neighborhoods that I don't recommend you to invest, I'm not gonna tell you names, but I will tell you some red flags that you need to take into consideration before you make a decision. There are areas with little real growth, not public investment, and infrastructure problems like drainage or water issues. Some locations also carry uncertainty tomorrow. For example, a tower could block your view or a noisy business could open next door. And even if a property seems affordable, being far from hospitals, restaurants, and key services can make it harder to rent or resell later. When I analyze an investment, I don't just look at a property, I look at where the city is actually growing, because protecting your investment today can make all the difference 5 years from now.
Now, let's talk about where people make mistakes. When you try to buy properties that are too far from the touristic zones, the properties might look cheaper, but there is always a risk. First, there is less demand. It's harder to rent for short term and it's much harder to resell. So you have to take that into deep consideration. Now, if your goal is Airbnb income, this is where many investors fail. So don't go for a cheap price. Go where the people really want to be if you're planning to put it in the short-term rental business. Pre-construction is not bad, but it's not automatically a good investment either. Why? Because I've seen pre-construction projects with some delays in the delivery, and also they overpromise things. But the most important thing is that if that pre-construction project is not in a good location, it's going to be very difficult to resell it. In pre-construction, the developer matters, but what matters most is the location. Remember something, if you're buying pre-construction in Puerto Vallarta, always do a proper due diligence. This you can do it with the real estate agent, the legal department of this agency that you are hiring, or easier, you can reach out to me and I can do the two things at the same time because I'm an attorney and I can review all your contracts and check always the penalizations. Also, the little letters that you don't understand, ask all the questions that you need before you make this important decision, because after the fact, you can talk with someone that will try to help you, but if you have a document, a contract that is binding both parties, the developer and yourself, and you have there some things that both they have to accomplish, well, you have to go again to negotiation with the developer, and then you start with another things that probably if you do the due diligence in the beginning, you won't be dealing with that at the end when you are getting your unit. So important to do your due diligence. Always hire a lawyer or hire Nancy Valiente that I can help you with all that. So how do you choose the right area for you? First, you need to match your goal with the location. If you want cash flow, I recommend you Romantic Zone. If you are looking for stability and lifestyle, I recommend you Marina Vallarta. And if you're looking for a long-term appreciation, go to Nuevo Nayarit. And most buyers mix these things, so that's why they make costly mistakes. So important to take that into consideration. I have seen people choose the wrong areas and regret it for years. And the truth is that not every agent is going to tell you this. So now I hope you enjoy this informative video talking about what areas you are ready to invest and what areas you better walk away from them. And if you are seriously thinking in buying property in Puerto Vallarta and Banderas Bay, one of the things that I've seen through all the years and all these mistakes that I am talking about in my videos is that I want to put at your service my experience. I have 12 years as a real estate agent, and also I am an attorney, so I can help you and guide you through your purchase process. And remember, you don't have to do this by your own. With the proper guidance and the legal advice and the experience in the real estate market that I have right now, I can help you, guide you, and represent you in your purchase. So that's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and leave me a comment. What do you think about these beautiful areas to invest? Are you ready to pull the trigger? Or first you want to make some questions? You can send me an email at nancy.valiente@richpropertiespv.com, or you can send me a WhatsApp at 322-135-0763, and see you in the next video.